ever wondered why we have to learn mathematics throughout our life, and how often you hear from the teenagers or young nowadays that say, why we have to do mathematics, why we have to learn mathematics? Okay, so basically there's a lot of roles of mathematics and there's a lot of importance of mathematics in our daily life. Okay, so mathematics is very crucial in our life because of several reasons, and the first and foremost why we have to learn mathematics is because it includes in designing a building. So the person who design and build the buildings, which known as the architect, is really must really expert in mathematics, especially in the topic of the trigonometry, in the algebra, and even in the geometry. Okay, so because of this mathematics, the building can have a really strong structure, and it can model the performance of the building also. Okay, so the architect must really expert in geometry, which is the combining of shapes, so that it can plan the space in the building. And the next one is architect must really expert in mathematics, especially in the trigonometry, so that they can really calculate the angle of orientation in building, so that the maximum amount of sunlight and the wind flow can enter the space of the building. Okay, and the last one, architect now they use the golden ratio, which come from the ancient origin, to make the perfect building.
The next role of mathematics in our daily life is our balanced diet. So I bet every one of us know that every food that we eat contains calories. It is important for us to know how much calories that we need to take per day, as different person have different amount of calories they need. So first of all, we need to know how to calculate the basal metabolic rate (BMR) and our body mass index (BMI), and also we have to know the amount calorie content of in the food that we take. So this is proven that mathematics is important in our daily life in order to keep our body fit and healthy.
As we learn maths, we could tell others the time. We can know that there is 24 hours in a day. Each hour consists of 60 minutes and each minute consists of 60 seconds. Without maths, we couldn't tell others the time, as they do not understand how long is a minute, a second, and an hours. See, we don't even know that we are doing maths when we say it.
Anyone that repairs or remodel home will tell you that math has helped them a lot to do their work efficiently. Some basics math skill will enable you to determine how much material to purchase to finish the project right. For example, a tile installer need maths to calculate a floor area of a room to determine how much tiles do they need to bring to the job site. Then carpenter need maths to build a structure. You will rely some form of math even when you are doing something as simple as painting a room.
In our daily life, maths help us to do our financial decision. As we pay for our food, we need to do the basic calculation in mathematics, such as addition and subtraction. We need to do the addition and subtraction to determine the price of our food. This helps us to know our budget and the expense. This shows that the math is very useful in our daily life to help us to do the budget for the expenditure.